Hey guys, Troy here from Fit Track Coaching with a literally free idea on how to get to your fitness goals faster. Let me ask you something. Has your weight loss progress plateaued? Have you been feeling a little less energetic lately? Let's talk about nature's performance enhancing booster. Let's talk about sleep. On this video, we're not only going to discover the effects of low quality sleep, but give you 3 strategies on how to improve your sleep night after night. But before we get into that, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you're up to date with all of this channel's video content. You see, the huge reason why we want to take on sleep right out of the gate is because it can create a very vicious cycle that would stop us from hitting our fitness goals. Well, first off, disrupted sleep would then disrupt your appetite regulation, which in layman's terms gets you hungrier way more often and for way more food. On top of that, the disrupted sleep would then create a lower mood and lower endurance throughout the day. Worse off, those with certain mental health issues, especially those with depression, would be even more affected by the lack of sleep. Now, combining the appetite deregulation with the lack of energy throughout workouts and daily activity will then widen the gap in your calorie surplus, meaning you'll be taking in way more calories than you can burn on any given day, which will then increase your body fat. Once the body fat's increased, it would then create an even more disruption in your appetite and your mood, and the cycle will just go on and on and on. We can stop this vicious cycle by nailing our sleep habits. Now, before we tackle these sleep habits, just remember most health and medical recommendations say to get 7 hours of sleep or more per night. But let me know in the comments how many hours per sleep you get. Now, there's a plethora of sleep aids and sleep strategies and sleep supplements out there. But if I had to pick 3 strategies that you can implement right now, tonight, for better sleep from here on out, these are the top 3 strategies I would do. First off is the 30-30 strategy. What's a 30-30? Well, every night, 30 minutes before bed, I would shut down all electronics. We're talking TVs, we're talking smartphones, which is probably the hardest thing in this strategy. We're talking iPads, we're talking tablets. Why? Because the most disruptive thing for sleep is what's called blue light. It's the electronic light that you see from electronic devices, like TVs, like smartphones, like tablets, like laptops. I would say 30 minutes before bed, shut it all down. In the meantime, you can use audiobook, you can use podcast, you can use actual books, reading from in bed and having a book in your bedside. Now, the strategy not only works 30 minutes before bed to help you go to sleep, but it helps to get better energy and set the mood for your day 30 minutes from the time you wake up. So once that alarm hits, and once again, try not to look at a blue light screen when the alarm goes off, keep it to a minimum. You want to spend the first 30 minutes of your waking time without that blue light disruption. So we're talking more audiobook, we're talking maybe your favorite podcast, maybe we're talking just natural sunlight and going outside, maybe we're talking about workouts, something that instead of going into your, say, social media to check, that quick feedback on something, or maybe get riled up in a not so good way over somebody's post, I would stay withdrawn from those electronics, especially social media, 30 minutes after you woke up. And then once you're more situated, once you have that hydration, and once you have that coffee in your system, maybe if you got a mini workout in, then you can tap your day in a better mental state. The second strategy is setting your room temperature or your sleep area temperature at a very comfortable setting to sleep in. Now, most people get a lot better sleep in a slightly cooler temperature. So, rule of thumb is about 6 to 7 degrees Fahrenheit. But this can vary person to person. Some people have to run it a little bit warmer, like in the 70s, or some people got to run it even cooler, like 64, 61. you definitely just want to find out what is the best fit for you. Remember, we're thinking cool, not freezing cold, and definitely not blistering hot. Once you're 30 minutes without electronics and once you have that temperature set, the third strategy just builds on top of those two. Sleep in pitch black darkness. This goes back to our old cavemen and prehistoric genetics where we slept when it was dark, we were awake when it was light. So what you want to do is try to keep all ambient light to a bare minimum. So even if you need a night light, I would find a dim light which gives you warm colors. Once again, we're trying to avoid blue light, which would then disrupt our sleeping pattern. So you're thinking those warm, rich colored night lights if you gotta go take a bathroom break in the middle of the night. Otherwise, you could use an eye mask or have anything you can to keep everything as dark as possible as you sleep. Now, hopefully you haven't been watching this video in bed, before bed. But either way, if you liked this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe to this channel so you're up to date in all the videos that come down the bend. Videos about workouts, about nutrition, and about living your best life. This has been Troy from Fit Track Coaching. We'll talk to you soon.